For our alligator, we'll be using 4 balloons. We have a white 160. We've inflated, leaving about a 4-inch tail end of it. And when I tied the knot off, I made sure that I left some extra sticking out beyond that knot, about 1 inch or so. You'll see why in a moment for that. We've got a green 160 that we've inflated, leaving about a 5 or 6 inch tail. We won't be using all of that. Then we have another green 260 with about a 3-inch tail on the end of it. And then a green 260 with about a 4 to 4.5 inch tail. And we're going to start with the shorter of the 2 green 260s. We're going to make about a 3-inch bubble. And we're going to make a 1/2 inch bubble. Make that into a pinch twist. A 1-inch bubble. Another 1/2 inch bubble. And again, we'll make this into a pinch twist. And to beat another 3-inch bubble the same size as this one here. The knot, twist that all together, and then we'll tuck the knot through there to secure that in place. This is one of our jaws. Now we need to make a second jaw. So we're going to make it about the same size. So measure about a 3-inch bubble there, same as that. We're going to make another 1/2 inch bubble. Make it into a pinch twist. A 1-inch bubble. Another 1/2 inch bubble. Make that into a pinch twist. And then come back down another bubble the same size as that. Twist that all together. And now what we have left over here, squeeze so it's kind of soft. Leave just a little bit of nipple on the end of that. Grab what we have left of that nipple, bring it back to the base of these jaws, and twist it around a couple of times to secure it, creating a loop here on top of our jaws. Now we're going to take this loop, twist it into 2 bubbles to find the middle, and then bring that down and make 2 smaller toad twists. Then I'll cross it to the upper side of the head, give it a good spin, and that locks it in place. Now we'll take our other 260, grab the knot, and twist it up into these eyes here. These will be our eyes. Now we're going to make about a 2-inch bubble for our neck. Then a couple of small legs, about 1.5 inch bubbles. We'll make one. And then another 1.5 inch bubble. So their other leg. Lock these 2 together. And then I'm going to make a real small 1/2 inch bubble here. And make that into a pinch twist on the back of the shoulders to sort of secure all of that. Now we'll make his body. Make about a 3.5 inch bubble. We're going to make a 1/2 inch bubble. Make that into a pinch twist. And then we'll make his back legs and make it about the same size as the front legs. 2 little 1.5 inch bubbles. And then twisting around that ear twist to lock that into place. Now what we have left, we're going to take and lay it alongside the body. Make a bubble the same size as that one. Twist it into that front ear twist. And then come back around to the back. Lay it alongside again. And then twist it into that back ear twist to give us our tail. So there's the main body of our alligator. Now we're going to take our lime green 160. We're going to take the knot end and come in here where the eyes and the jaws and all that meet together. Behind the head, twist that into the eyes to secure it. And now what we're going to do with this is we're going to take this green 160, the lime. We're going to make a string of pearls that runs along his back all the way the length of his tail. And each time we get to one of these ear twists, we'll twist it in around that, come up into that and back. So we'll start at the front, make a couple of ear twists, and then we're going to twist that around to lock that into the body there. These will make the bumps or the scales that run along the alligator's back. Now we're going to take and make another series of ear twists here to run along his back. Make sure you twist them really good. Once you got enough, that'll come back to the back. Do the same thing, go around. And make sure you go in on one side of the ear twist and then come out the other side, and that helps lock it in place. And now we're going to just continue down the length of his tail. So we get to the very end of his tail. And once you get almost to the end, hold that, and then twist a small little bubble on the end of his tail out of the dark green 260. And then twist that around it once or twice. And now we're going to make two small little pinch twists, one on each side of this bubble to lock it into place. So take your 160, twist a little small half-inch bubble, make that into a pinch twist. Then I'll spin that around once to make sure it's locked. And then the same on the other side, make another little half-inch bubble. Make that one into a pinch twist as well. And then take your excess and spin it around once or twice to make sure it's locked in. Pop the extra off and then secure this loose end here. And then you want to take and position the ear twist that you've got. Straighten him up a little so you can see what he's got. There's the end of his tail, and there's one pinch twist from that lime green 160 on either side of the bubble we made on the end of his tail to secure that in place. So there is that part. Now we're going to take and make some eyes. So we'll take our white 160 that we had, and what you'll want to do is, you see where we've got our forward twist where our eyes are going to be? We want a bubble that's about that size. So we've got about 1.5 inch bubble to fill this one. And make 1, 2 bubbles the same size. And now we want to pop this off. We want to keep the extra inflated part. We'll use it for teeth, but you want to make sure and go back about 4 or 5 inches where you're going to break that off to make sure that you end up with another piece after your knot like that one there. So make a long bubble. And we're going to tie this and keep it. This will be for our teeth. Set that aside. And there's where I took that off. And by making that long bubble when I removed it, and now I tie it. And now I've got those 2 end pieces sticking out on either side, and I'll use that to pull the eyes into place. So we're going to take this and twist this back into our 2 bubbles again, just like we had. Now we're going to come from our alligator head. You're going to come up under this bottom jaw and bring one up on either side of the jaw to the top of the head. Then I'll spin them over once to lock them into place. Now what you want to do is you want to take one of your eyes, grab the socket, kind of poke a finger through, and then grab this loose end you have, and then pull it through to the back. Take it down there and twist it around this jaw here to lock that into place. And that will help keep that eye into place. And then come back to the front of the eye and sort of push so that kind of nestles down into that little socket. Now we'll do the same with the other eye. Pull that through. Take it out and twist it around that bottom jaw to lock it in place again. And then push that eye back up into that socket just a little bit. And then our alligator's got some nice mean looking eyes. Got our nostrils up. Now we're going to take the remainder of our white 160 and make some teeth. We'll start with his top teeth, so we'll take on this twist about a 1 to 1.5 inch bubble, and then twist that into one of those pinch twists in the front of his mouth. These will be nostrils, so that it's pointing down. And now we're going to make a couple of small little 1/2 inch bubbles. Come over to the other pinch twist and go around it, securing it. And then we'll make another tooth, and we want it to be about the same size as that one. And again, we want to take the excess white off, but keep it inflated because we'll use that for our bottom teeth. So be sure and retie and hang on to that. Tie this other tooth off. And now we're going to repeat the same process on the bottom jaw for our bottom teeth. So make about an inch to 1.5 inch bubble. Fix that in. Two small bubbles coming across the jaw. Fix that into the other pinch twist. Measure off your other tooth so that it's about the same size. This time we just pop the excess off. Be sure and tie this up. And then I'll take scissors or my snippet and I'll trim off this excess white on each of these teeth to clean it up a little bit. Take our Sharpie, give him some eyeballs. Straighten his teeth up a little bit. Straighten his body up. And there we have our alligator.